Chanbir Dhesi, thank you very much for joining us today. Really appreciate your time,
That's okay.
particularly when you save lives with the rest of your time rather than being an IJWM champion. How does that make you feel to say that you are an IJWM champion?
Oh, it feels great. Went into that competition, didn't really think too much into it. Just wanted to catch up with everyone, have a laugh, and then after the first day of leading, and then the second day thinking, probably at the back nine, I was like, I might be in with a shot with this. So yeah, coming out winner, that was great, absolutely great. I guess when it comes to a competition like this, there's only one winner. There was one winner out of 12 in the biggest tournament we've had so far in 8 years. But it's also important to recognise there's other competitors as well who played really, really well. So yeah, that's the type of champion I thought I'd be. I thought I'd be a humble one.
And you've been a very humble winner, but and forgive me because I'm going to press you, but who did you enjoy seeing lose most?
It was sad to see Aaron lose. It's a pity to see where he's gone. Seen some of the content that's come out that I've helped him record. Sad to see his demise. Sad to see it.
It is sad to see. It was very sad to see him miss that putt. It all went down to that sudden death putt at the very end. It was in his hands and he blew it. Talk us through those moments.
I mean, you talk about that last putt, you forget the hole before that where he had to blob it. And he had a great chance to win that hole and he would have been in winning contention just before that. But yeah, it was obviously sad to see. Oh, well, I say sad, it was good. I was hoping he'd miss anyway. But yeah, it was sad for him, great for me. That's all I can say. As it happened on the day, I won the back nine and he lost.
You know, he is incessant. He's very persistent in his idea that you cheated, Chanbir, quite frankly. What do you say to his accusations that you're a cheater?
I didn't break any of the rules, so I didn't do anything illegal. I'm sure if I did break the rules, I wouldn't have been allowed to have the handicap I did. I didn't play for 4 years. That's why I put myself down as a 45 handicap. And yourself as former champion didn't debate that, nor did you try and change it. So it's something he needs to accept, I think. Acceptance is the first stage of forgiveness and getting through it and getting over it, quite frankly. I mean, when a man has a lot of free time, James, he has a lot of free time to make this content and think about this. And I feel sorry for him, I really do.
Talking about handicaps, what do you expect your handicap to be this year?
Well, it's currently 41, according to Golf Shake. So we'll see when it comes down, if it comes down, I guess. Plan to play a lot more golf before the IJWM. So we'll see. It'll probably come down if I play more golf. Maybe it'll get into the late 30s. If it comes down, James. You just have to accept it.
Just going back to Aaron, he's recently, as you mentioned before, you've been helping him film his own videos. You know, he's adopted the Donald Trump persona. What do you make of that? What are your thoughts on him?
He's getting good clicks, I think, maybe like 2-3 each time. So he's doing well in that sense. It's just sad to see where he's gone. And it's also kind of funny because I've helped him record some of the videos and I've even hosted him here in my own flat to ensure that he eats well with his smoky jerky. So it's sad to see how he is in real life and then how he is on the internet. It's really sad. And
bearing in mind everything we've just covered, where would you put the Aaron Winkle Chanbir Dhesi rivalry in the rich history of rivalries that have gone down in the IJWM?
It's probably going to be right up there, just because of Aaron, how much he wants to win and how many videos he's putting out and all that sort of bullshit. But it's probably going to be right at the top because it's going to be the biggest tournament. It's 16 people and it'll be 2 teams of 8. So undoubtedly it'll be the biggest rivalry with little mini rivalries within that team. Let's say, for example, the Salby brothers are pitted against each other. That could be quite interesting. The Dixon brothers, that'd be interesting, whether they're going to be on the same team or different teams. There's also individual players you've got to look out for as well. Seeing if he falters like he normally does in every tournament. And how Owen does, actually. His handicap is coming down. Lovely.
By the horns, you've talked about the Ryder Cup, and it's an exciting proposition for everyone. Talk us through what that might mean for you.
So as everyone knows, there'll be 16 people, 2 teams. And the great thing is, even if you're having a bad day, you'll still want to win because you want to get points for your team. So it's not just one trophy you're playing for your team as well, so you don't want to let down. So you have individual determination, but you also have a determination for your team as well. Like the IJWM is the main tournament, is the main trophy to win. So there's two facets to it, if you like, to do well individually, but also for your team, and that will hopefully boost your individual score, but your team score as well. So I think it gives motivation for both, but it won't overshadow the main tournament.
Who are your picks, Chanbir? So you can choose top dog, dark horse, lame duck. Who would you go for based on what you know and what you don't know?
Lame duck could be. I hope it's not, but it could be a Jamie or Ahmed. Top dog, it would be interesting. I reckon Owen could sneak it, but then it could be someone from any of the new competitors. We don't know what they're like as well. Underdog wise, again, it could be a Ben Salby or a James Salby coming out of nowhere. If Lawrence performs for once, it could be someone like him. So you never know. There's a lot going on here. I think this year is going to be hard to predict, especially with the Ryder Cup format and people wanting to do well.
What about you? Let's talk more about your game. Obviously, you're looking to improve. You're looking to step things up a little bit as you get closer to the time. What's the strongest part of the Chanbir Dhesi game?
I think it's my recovery. Sometimes I hit a pretty bad shot. It might go into the rough, but generally speaking, my recovery is not too bad. Last year was my short game. I think that really helped me. That's something I need to work on this year because that seems to have faltered slightly. My recovery seems pretty good so far, so I'm hoping my recovery is the one. Yeah. And
what were you looking to improve over the next few months?
I'd say my driving. That was something I always wanted to improve on. Last year, I was quite strong with the free iron off the tee. I'm trying to gain some confidence with the driving, and I think I'm getting there slowly. I mean, we played golf together recently a few times, and you've seen me drive, and it's got a lot better than what it used to be. Thinking
ahead to Lingfield, obviously it's an unknown course to most of us. Some people have played it before, but it's the hardest course in IJWM history. Does that give you any food for thought? Have you thought about how you might strategise?
I mean, I guess I'm not as good as an Owen, for example, that's got a low handicap. So I guess for me, it's just keeping it calm, keeping it reasonable, not trying to be too overly ambitious with my shots. Good approach play. That's the way I'm going to approach this one. So yeah, but I won't give it too much thought. I don't want to overthink it. I know there's people that might overthink it. Your Winkles, your Owens, you know what it's like. And yeah, I don't want to overthink it. I want to enjoy the day. I want to enjoy the weekend with the guys. I just want to be in the running. I just want to have a good time. If I'm up there again, that'd be great. But I've enjoyed my year as champion. If I get another year, I'll be very grateful. But we'll see.
Modest ambitions, humble guy. Final question, Chanbir. Last one, sorry, mate. If we were to do the draft tomorrow, who is Chanbir Dhesi's number one pick?
But who do I like in my pick? Probably, I like someone like the idea of like an Owen. Very competitive, very good team player. Even in the bar, an absolute team player, buying food for everyone, making sure everyone's well fed.
So the main reason you'd want Owen, just to be clear, is he will buy you food and drink.
Absolutely, but it works, James, because he's looking after everyone. He's looking after everyone's well-being.
That's the problem, though, isn't it? That Owen's too generous. He'd be looking after everybody, regardless of which team they're on.
No, we'll see about that once he's in my team, or hopefully he is.
Yeah, okay, so you heard it here, folks. Chanbir Dhesi picking Owen Lewis as his first pick. Despite the fact that he called you a bandit last year, you're a very forgiving man, Chanbir.
Owen, after hearing about my loss of my championship winning clubs, helped me acquire new clubs, so I've got a lot of time for Owen. I've got a lot of time for him.
Yeah, particularly if he keeps buying you food and drink. Chanbir, thank you very much for your time. Would you like to take this opportunity to send a message to the rest of your competitors?
I mean, good luck, everyone. It's going to be the biggest IJWM in history. So good luck to everyone. It's going to be a great year. I hope you have a great time. So, yeah.
Chanbir Dhesi, thank you very much. Really appreciate your time, mate.
Take care, James.